Alright, today we are playing a deck that got 4th place in a standard challenge. This is Demonic Pact Harmless Offering combo. So this was a deck that existed in a standard format, maybe, I don't know, 5, 7, however long ago, whenever Origins was in standard, this card was originally printed. But it does a bunch of things. You have to choose one of them. You get to drain for 4, you can hit creatures or your opponent's face. You can make an opponent discard 2, you can draw 2, and eventually you'll have to choose that you lose the game. But this is tracked, and you can use Harmless Offering to, say, target opponent gains control of a permanent. I'm going to give you this now that the only one left is you lose the game, and then when it goes to their upkeep, they lose. So it's sort of like a mid-range value card that if you don't figure out a way to win the game, it will cause you to lose. But in the standard format, we have Harmless Offering to actually just make our opponent lose and win the game, as well as a bunch of ways to sacrifice with things like Bargain or Disturbing Mirth or Final Vengeance. Even Beseech the Mirror is another bargain card. And this sort of ties the whole room together. It lets you get your Harmless Offering if you want the combo. If you don't have the pact yet, you can find it. You can find Sheoldred if you want life gain or just a big threat. You can find Urabrask Forge if you're worried about someone maybe countering your Harmless Offering before you give them the pact, and then you just want a win condition that isn't the Demonic Pact. And other than that, you just have the traditional like red-black sacrifice value pile. Just Hopeless Nightmare, Disturbing Mirth, some Bitter Reunions to sack to bargain, just draw some extra cards. Make sure you have things to sack for Beseech as well. And then there's some discard and removal, obvious red-black inclusions. Brotherhood's End as a sort of sweeper you can tutor. Notably in the mana base, the list I copied had 4 of these, but I just didn't feel like crafting them, so we're using temples. It's not that big of a difference, and it can be potentially an upside if you don't want a singleton thing that you want to tutor. You can put it on the bottom and then tutor it later. If you have Theater, obviously, if I mill over my Sheoldred because it's just not the thing I want at the time, then I can't get it anymore. So there is some thought to that, but I think it's probably higher value to just play these if you have all 4, just to combine with the Verge. But not a big deal either way, so I didn't stress it. I just went with the temples. Sideboard is Pyroclasm, Vacuums for the Oculus deck, Duress for whatever. Dreams is just a nice card. I don't know exactly what this is for, but it can be good against the Oculus deck as well. You can nab a creature from the graveyard. The End, probably for similar things. Hostile Investigator just is a good grindy card. Archfiend is another thing that you can gift with Harmless Offering. It is a separate win condition, similar to Demonic Pact. Extra Urabrask Forge. A Render Inert, which I'm not exactly sure what this is for, to be honest. Maybe it's for other Urabrask Forges, but we're just using the net deck side deck, so we'll figure it out as we go. Feed the Swarm. I don't know exactly what this is for either, but it does let you blow up your own Demonic Pact, which is nice. So we'll figure it out as we go. Should be fun though. This is a fan favorite of a lot of people. This sort of, people call it Cat Pact, as I saved the deck as. So let's give it a shot in some games. Probably play a couple best of 3 matches and see how it goes. There is an exportable list in the description if you want to play this deck. And I will see you in the games. Alright, here for match 1 on the draw. I think this is a keep. Okay. No 1-drops, nice. Let's Dross, see what they're doing. Maybe, I was gonna say maybe like Domain. Lightning Helix I don't think does much against my deck. I guess I'll nab the Soul Partition. So I can't reset the Forge as easily. Okay, so we have the combo. We just need to get there. Not doing all that much. I think it's more important for me to just get this into play next turn. So let's play Nightmare and then play our events. Opponent just doing almost nothing. Cast this. Assume this is going to come into play. And I don't know what I'm going to choose. I want them to discard. I guess I'll just make them discard. Okay, you discard too. Duress. Yeah, I think I'm just all in on this Demonic Pact. Beza doesn't really matter. And then we will sack this. Go for the throat? Sure, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I think all that matters is if they top deck a way to answer this. But we do have another one. So we will see. So you get a Beza. Draws a card. Not a big deal. I'm going to, I guess, just draw 2 cards. Beseech. Okay. We'll forge. Make a 1/1. No attacks. Kill your thing. Sack this. And then next turn we'll drain for 4. Gift it over to the opponent. And hopefully they are dead. Another Beza. Elf. Okay. And that's the game. Assuming I don't lose the game myself first. Nice. Pretty clean stuff. These Beseeches also could just be other Harmless Offerings, so see if they let the trigger resolve. So they have one option. And bang. Alright. Good start. So we are against Naya Pile. Just like value cards. Bezas. Not sure what I want. Dress doesn't seem that important. I don't really know what they're doing, to be completely honest. They might just be like an anti-aggro deck, and we can sort of bully them. I'm gonna try the Dreams. I guess I don't. None of my cards seem that important. Maybe I want grindy stuff. Just like these cards. Does the end do anything? Why are they making mana? They should have like. Are they ramping into something, or are they just playing mid-range stuff? Torch doesn't seem that appealing. Is there anything else? Like, my removal in general doesn't seem that great. I don't think I need Brotherhood's End. So let's just put in random cards. Does this do anything for me? Alright, whatever. Maybe Ghost Vacuum's decent just as like a card advantage sort of thing to play towards, but I don't think they're going to have any graveyard synergy, so I'm just trying to kill their things and then make them 1/1s on my board. Sand has a lot of lands. We have Double Scry, so give it a shot. Nice that if your opponent, like if you're going to have a card this bad in your deck, obviously it's there to enable the synergies, but if you're going to have a card this bad in your deck, it's pretty nice when your opponent mulligans because it gets a lot of extra value when your opponent's decisions are more limited. Okay, turn 1 Elf. I will make you discard a card. They have like an Urabrask Forge here. Could be maybe scary. I don't think red-black can really answer it. Feed the Swarm obviously only kills enchantments. Okay, they get rid of a Soul Partition. Okay, that is not a Forge. I think I'm going to just get rid of this Elf. Slow them down as much as possible. And just give myself extra time. This can flip and do stuff, but that's not until they get to 5 mana. Okay. Yeah, I guess I want that. Nothing too exciting happening over here. Scry again. Sheoldred, yep. Alright, your turn. I could take the hit. I just don't know what Naya card I'm afraid of them playing here. Like Beza would draw, but it's not like Over the Throat's good against that anyway. Atali. Okay, so they are playing to ramp into something. So I guess I'm happy I boarded in the Dreams. Does seem decent against their deck. They're just like big Naya. Big Naya cards. Hopefully they can't answer this, and maybe just get a freebie. Each player mills a card and loses any number target. Okay, yeah, sure. Whatever. I don't know. I think I want to do this in my upkeep. Oh, shit. Alright. I think I want to have some good draw steps in a row, so... Even though I might lose my mana, like if my next card is really good, that's fine. Alright, that's a good draw. So let's go to our main phase. Sack this to draw 2. Okay, so that will give us a Pact and a Manifest. This is a bit scary. Like they could play, what's the name? The thing that shocks, get a bunch of treasures. So now this is gonna flip. Make a bunch of dinos. I don't know if it really matters though. I think I have to just get the Pact. I've drawn a lot of lands. Okay, whatever. So I could get... Yeah, I think we're just gonna get a Pact and hope that we can figure our way out. Just do the draw 2. If this gets answered, life sucks. But we have flooded a bit. Yeah, it's pretty bad. What can you do? Fortunately, we've drawn 5 spells and 11 lands. Which is kind of obscene, but so it goes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my opponent hasn't done anything impressive. It's just kind of pitiful for me. Suppose I'll jump. It's a lot of scrying. I don't know what I could possibly draw here. I don't have a sweeper. Is there a good sweeper? It's not a good 4-mana sweeper, right? There's like the Descend one. Maybe the Descend one would be good. I don't know. Whatever, just a very, very unlucky game. I'm trying to think if I just want more removal, but I think that was just horrendous luck. Like, we basically lost to a draft deck with our constructed deck. It just is what it is. I need to be a little bit weary. The packs are... This is like a specific opponent who seems to be good against answering the packs. I kept a pretty bad hand, but... I don't know. I have Mirth plus this. I don't really want to mulligan when they have all these disenchants, so... Whatever. This deck's probably okay at mulliganing. One of the main reasons I don't want to mulligan is I just have 1 mana and my opponent discards a card, which is obviously like a very bad card. And if I flood and I just have 1 mana and my opponent discards a card, obviously I'm going to lose. Because my opponent's just going to play to the board and discard their worst card like they did last game. Like they just played like 2 3s and 4 5s and killed me. So I'm going to keep this hand... based off the fact that I have a bargain card and I have powerful things to do on the play. And I think my opponent's deck is probably pretty slow. Stonebrain, okay. Well, we've got to win something other than Pact. That's very random and very unlucky that we're playing against this, but so it goes. We are playing on Arena. I assume, yeah, sure. Okay, so... We've got to find another way to win, which will be very difficult, to be honest. Our deck isn't really configured to win games like this. I think I took out the Urabrask Forge. Like, no one should walk away from this game saying I should play around the Stonebrain, because this card is horrendously unplayable. But it's getting us here, is what it is. Try to win with Sheoldred. I wish I could look at my sideboard, but again, okay, I can. Sweet. So there's a Forge, great. So the Forge can just get disenchanted. I didn't put in... I thought I put this in. Okay, it's just inaccurate, I guess. It shows me my sideboard before I sideboarded and not what my deck is actually configured as, which is pretty useless, but okay. Huh. Alright, I think I'm just going to play the Sheoldred. I think I don't have an Urabrask Forge to get. I'm going to hope that they don't immediately have an answer to this. And it will get at least a chunk of damage, because if we get a lot of damage in early, maybe we can close the game with like our 2/2s. Also, if I just get like, if I do have the Urabrask Forge and they have a Lauren or some sort of disenchant, it's pretty bad compared to... All they've really shown me is Soul Partition. They haven't shown me Get Lost, so even if this gets Soul Partitioned, I can replay it later. Sure. Borderland Ranger. Okay, another land. Alright, let's do this. Bargain. Oh. So I hit the Urabrask Forge, so I can't tutor it now. God. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, well, let's get something else. Okay, thank God. Alright, so I was worried I didn't put in this stuff. I do have the things, the random beef. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just gonna get a big ass Archfiend, and we're gonna kill him quick. I was worried I wouldn't have good options. Alright, yeah. I guess that's fine. I can play this, discard a card, bargain it away, and get a hostile investigator. I think that a Naya deck is not going to be that good at dealing with 2 large creatures. One of the unfortunate things about Standard, which is like pretty unbalanced, is that the black creatures are just bigger than every other color, and black is very good at killing creatures, so it sort of forces, like, it's very difficult to play decks like my opponents typically. They've done a good job of designing like cards with that in mind, but still, I think it's kind of awkward. Okay, well, not getting that much help. Use this card, take 2. If they answer the Archfiend, is it doomed? Might be. Discard a Tali. Doesn't matter because we're searching our library. And do I want Urabrask Forge? Could get a Hopeless Nightmare. I could put them to 2. Does it? So if I put them to 2, then another Hopeless Nightmare would kill them. I think these are all dumb, and I should just get this. I could get a removal spell and just deal with their guy. I think we're gonna take the value card and just beat down. But I'm not sure what thing they could have. I guess like a Beza is the answer. Because Beza is going to gain 8. But if I put them to 2 and they have a Beza, it's not like it's that big of a difference. Okay. I assume they're just conceding without conceding. I don't... What's the card that I'm supposed to play around here? Well, we were fortunate enough to draw this, so I don't have to worry too much, but we were probably okay. Alright, well, game 1, you know, looked good. The other games were kind of pitiful. Whatever. My opponent stone-brained, like, one of my important things, but the sideboard was full of pivots, so I guess kudos to that. But, you know, whatever. GG. Alright, another match on the draw. This hand looks good. Good enough. I don't know what more I could really ask for. Black-white, well, that's probably good news for me. Let's start with Duress. Oh, shit. Okay, so we have an answer for this. I guess I'm taking Caretaker's Talent. This card's not that scary unless they have Fabled Passages, which they might, but... Okay, play this. What are you going to discard? You can target yourself with this. This card's kind of weird. Both can target yourself? I guess that's a nice little reanimator value plan. I don't think I need 2. So this combines only with my Sheoldred. I think that's the only creature that actually triggers it. Okay, this doesn't do that much either. Is this higher value? It's kind of weird. I wonder if this is higher value or this is higher value. Even assuming this is only... I'm not going to think about it. So what can I give haste? I can give Sheoldred haste, or I can drain 1. I guess being able to give Sheoldred haste is better than dealing 1 point. Speaking of Sheoldred, okay. So we'll draw. Could just get the Pact. I mean, I'm going to take some damage, but Getting the Mind Rot going seems appealing, and I don't think I'm that worried about dying. So we'll get the Pact with the intention of making them discard 2 cards. I guess I am sort of gambling that I will be able to answer this in time. Which is maybe a scary prospect. I assume the deck is built in a way where like you have so many ways to answer it. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay. Now do I want to just draw cards? I'm going to take a lot of damage. I'm going to nab this last card. Okay. Alright, well, we're kind of low, but we're going to gain 4 at some point. I need to find an answer to this, which I do not have. I guess I punted, right? So the reason I kept the go for the throat is because it can answer the creature lands. But now I can't answer the Pact. So, that's 7. I think I'm drawing 2. Okay, so we have 2 answers to the Pact now. So, I have the drain left. What do I want to mirth? So I can mirth this. I have to sandbag the torch. Okay, that's another answer. So I don't think we have to worry about dying, other than to our opponent's stuff. Doesn't seem like that big of a problem. I want this. I kind of want this to stay in play so I can torch it. See what we find though. I think we're good though. I think we're chilling. Collector's Vault. Okay. Not a card I expected them to play. It combines the Caretaker's talent. Bit of a nombo. You sort of want to play your lands, you want to discard your lands. Carrot cake. Okay. So I'm going to... What am I going to do? Just cast Torch, deal 4. Bargain this. I think I'm just going to draw. Okay, I won the game. Nice. That is much better than having to think about it. You may have this. I will end my turn. So they get to Vault. That doesn't matter, the trigger's on this deck. I don't think they can even remove it. Okay. Fun clicking buttons. Getting their value. Alright, nice. Well, that was lucky. I think we were in a good spot either way. I don't think we had that much to worry about, but it certainly simplified things. We could also have just drawn a Beseech. And then we had the draw 2 from the Bitter Reunion if we wanted it. So, and we weren't at risk of dying in the Pact, so... Cool, alright. Black-white Collector's Vault tokens is what my brain is calling this deck the opponent is playing. Okay, so feed makes sense here, I think. Endurance, or Enduring Innocence. I guess I want Forge. Vacuum. I already have torches for the Enduring thingy. I guess I want the end. Do I just want all my stuff? I mean, this mono white deck could also have Stonebrain. I think the reason people played Stonebrain was to be able to beat like Jaces and Atraxes, and that's not very popular anymore because there's so much aggro. So, all right, let's put on all the cards we maybe want. What does this do? Remove 5 counters, target permanent, draw a card. Does it do anything? It's tokens. There's like Beza. I mean, maybe they're like some spicy tokens plus thing, but I'm just gonna assume they have like discard and whatnot. All right. Yeah, both of these exile, which is nice. I'm not gonna put in the Ghost Vacuum. That seems pointless. Pointless to bad. Dreams, I think, is bad. I don't think they have that many creatures. I guess just Beza. It doesn't seem like my deck cares about Beza. I'm just gonna not have my creatures. Like, maybe they're gonna take out their laydown arms tight, or like go for the throats or whatever they have in their deck. I'm gonna take out all of these. 15 seconds. Let's just go with 3 Duress and hope this works out. In this type of matchup, the Pact combo is appealing. But they could easily have, like, Get Lost, right? Post board, they're going to have more stuff. So, I don't think Demonic Pact is that hard to deal with. But if people aren't prepared for it, obviously, you can get some freebies. Sand seems good. Might get soloed by, like, an Enduring Innocence or a Caretaker's Talent. But I think it's fine to just bank on the top of our deck having answers to those types of things. So there's half our combo. Somehow I have not played against mono red. Feels like all I've played against is mono red, but dodge it twice. Dross makes a lot of sense. Both of us are sort of spell based. Assume my Mirth is going. We're gonna hope for some good top decks, but we got a Scryland. And that. It's kind of interesting. So I could just spike a Forge. I mean, how much is this really going to do for me? What am I discarding? I think the Theater. Could discard Offering, could discard Nightmare. I don't hate just discarding the Offering. I'm going to discard a tapped land. Okay, well, we found another one. So, Duress may be too late, because if they slam a Caretaker, life will be hard. That's a Preacher. I did board out my removal, I think. I do have Feet. Very good top deck. Okay, we'll sack. How does this work? It's not particularly appealing to sack this, right? Because I'm going to scry and then do this. Oh, I'm an idiot. Fuck. I thought I was manifesting. Alright, whoops. Okay, well, Pact answers this. It's Duress. Sheoldred. Oh boy. Alright, well, the stuff they're doing doesn't make that much sense, right? Like, Caretaker's Talent Sheoldred is just... Acklazotz makes a token. I mean, this one makes a token, but... We might get farmed. Let's see what we can do. Alright, I draw. I'm gonna eat shit. Play this. I can answer the Preacher. And then... Yeah, we just cross our fingers. Probably over, though. I mean, maybe their plan is to, like, look like a token deck and then switch in all these creatures. But I bet these cards are in their main deck and they just, like... told themselves, hey, I like Caretaker's Talent, and put it in a deck that Maybe we'd be better off without it, but it's fine. What do I know? Alright, so always lucky. Literally always lucky. Beautiful. Yeah. Well, you know what I said about crossing my fingers. Supremely lucky. Okay. I think another one of those is fine. I suppose I shouldn't have topped that. So we're going to get draw 2, then discard, then I need to find an answer. So this will draw 2. So I guess that's fine as a draw 2. I'm going to draw 2 cards, I think. I don't really care about them discarding. Okay, now we don't have to worry about dying. So we'll play this one. End our turn. Next turn, this will tick down to lose the game, and then we can beseech, sack whatever, get our second Harmless Offering, and then win the game. So yeah, we got very lucky, but I will take it. We had to draw specifically feet, so feet would have dealt 4 damage to me, and then this was like an answer that didn't deal any damage to me, which is obviously nice. Okay, so you discard cards. For your face, why not? And then I will bargain away this thingy. I want to mill my other Harmless Offering. Set the one on the left. Nice. Clean. Cool. Alright, final match with this deck. Opponent goes first. Got a bunch of tap lands and 1 mana cards. I think that'll do. Oh boy, okay, we found the mono red player. Yeah. I think that's good enough. This is awkward. This is awkward. This deck has a lot of tap lands, I guess, to make sure the mana functions, because you do have a triple black card. Oh, okay, well, if you're gonna do that, I guess we can win. So I guess I'll Duress to see if they have Monstrous Rage. Burst Light in my face, okay. Okay, so they could draw exactly Monstrous Rage. But that's not even that big of a deal. Okay, so now I guess I'm going to double Nightmare. So I can single now. I could still double. So let me think. So they play this. So they draw a land, they play this. I guess if they draw a bad card and I wait, I think it's better to do now. It's kind of awkward. Could maybe lose this game. Okay, well that worked out because they drew a land. So we go to 10. Okay. I'm gonna take 3. They draw like a monstrous rage, they could put me at 4. And then I could stabilize the board. Well, that's a good draw, I guess, but I'm not that afraid of it. Okay. 7. Oh, okay. Well, easy game. So if they draw Monstrous Rage, so I have to block here. If they draw Monstrous Rage, I lose. Okay, well now they're dead. I would like to gain all of the life. I think it would have been pretty reasonable if Sheoldred said during your upkeep you gain 2 life, and during your opponent's upkeep they lose 2 life. But it does not say that, it turns out. Your turn. Opponent not giving up. Yeah. Well, this isn't really a Demonic Pact game, but... Well, now it is, I guess. Maybe this will be the nail in the coffin. Nope. Alright. GG. Okay, so mono red. Is Pyroclasm good? Maybe on the play I'll have this, but I don't know. Let me think. So Hired Claw. I don't know. I'm gonna try them. They're always so questionable. But I'm gonna try them. Alright, I don't care about you. Demon's okay. It's just big. The problem with Demon is I might lose to it, but I guess my deck is configured in a way where I can actually prevent that. But only with Offering. Sheoldred is obviously great. Am I worried about Urabrask Forge? I don't think so. I don't get what this is here for, to be completely honest. There's probably something that will hit me in the head, hit me in the face, and I'll be like, oh, that's what it's for. But I'm not seeing it, so I'm not going to board it in. Maybe the end is fine. Doesn't look like this deck's that well configured to beat mono red, in my opinion. I think I need the discard, the like targeted discard. Dross is like kind of whatever. I could go to one of these. Okay. Yeah, I think we hope to roll well with a sweeper. I'm gonna go to 1 Offering, and I'm just gonna have 1 Duress, I think. Try this. Hope the Pyroclasms work out. I guess as long as the Pyroclasm is killing like 1 creature, maybe it's fine. Okay. Don't think I need that. It's like fine, but it's just 2 mana draw 2 against a red deck. Don't pump this. Okay. Okay, this is the worst possible outcome. Oh, shit. I just want to find a spot removal spell. No way they pump it again, right? I am gambling here, but if they just have the haster, it's nice. Are we actually pumping again? We might be. Okay, well this worked out. Go to 9. So, let's see what their next turn is. We get Sheoldred. Nemesis. Well, I probably cannot play Demonic Pact, unfortunately. I think we're just getting a removal spell and hoping their last 2 cards aren't that good. I wish there was like a removal spell I could get that would be better, but let's go for the throat it. It's rather embarrassing. I wonder if they played around Pyroclasm. I wonder if that was intentional. I mean, I guess... Okay, nothing. Alright. Nothing is good because it means I probably don't die here. Great. Their hand's just shit, right? Why didn't they haste their guy? Okay. So, make sure my cat is not gone. Bears that it is not. There's this. Next turn I am not losing. I will play Pyroclasm, I guess. Let's just get Sheoldred, I suppose. I should have done this differently, but who cares? Active Treason, maybe? So what if they like Active Treason me? It's gonna deal 5. I don't think they could top deck a deal 5. Also, why would you have Active Treason against me? They have Active Treason against me, okay. I don't think this matters. I will gift you this card. I don't think we need it, but why not? Here you go. All right, clean 3-0 with the Demonic Pact deck from the challenge. So, you know, it got top 4 with a reason, or for a reason, I should say. So yeah, that was cool. That was fun. If you like this type of thing, you know, it's nice. It's nice to see that a deck like this can win. It sort of looks like a meme, but I think the person that constructed this deck did a pretty good job. I think you could maybe have more cards for mono red. Like, I do think it is a bit of a scary matchup. I don't know exactly what you would want. Like, maybe you just want Moment of Craving, even though that card is pretty garbage. Just some amount of life gain would be nice. Like, the go for the throats make a lot of sense when you're playing Screaming Nemesis and some of the creatures outscale things like Cut Down. So, obviously I like to go for the throats, but maybe you could just have like Flesh Gorgers or something, just like a random lifelink dude. This opponent did have Active Treason versus me, which I'm not really sure why, but maybe they don't know what I deck did. But either way, like and subscribe if you guys want to see more stuff like this. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.